Welcome, my friends, to another episode of Awakening Hercules. This week I'm expecting to lose a bit of weight, as towards the earlier part of the week I was feeling a bit ill-stricken. I'm 213 pounds flat, 2 pounds down from last week, which means I just have to work extra hard to put the weight back on. Welcome to another episode of Awakening Hercules. So on my second chest day this week, the one that I usually use a lot of weight and do low reps on barbell, I was feeling like a little bit of a, I guess it's kind of like a strain, I guess, in my outer chest, so like the top area of my chest here, right next to my shoulder. Starting to feel a little pain there, so I didn't want to go really heavy. And I also had a little bit of trouble sleeping the night before. I only got about 6 hours, and so when that happens to me, I burn out pretty quick. I'm not as strong as I usually am, but I can do high reps, I can do endurance, and I can force myself to do volume, right? So what I did today was I did all medium weight stuff with higher reps, meaning 14 to 20 reps on each thing, and I made sure that I was just getting my water in, and then just keeping the rest periods really, really short and moving. Getting volume in was the important thing. And I feel like if you are lacking sleep, or if you're afraid of pushing yourself into a further injury, or if you're worried about an injury period, I always would say try lower and medium weights and see if you guys like that, because for me it is always better than forcing in a heavy day. What is up, guys? Check it out. So I wanted to talk to you with Colossus himself, Hola. The Beast Man himself. Yes. These are my two partners in crime when it comes to what we are doing. And what are we doing, boys?
We are getting ready to meet in the mid-June area
of next year. And so we don't know exactly what the date is going to be, because we're basing this off of last year, 2015, or this year, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was June 13th for this year, and so we're waiting for the 2016 schedule, and hopefully it'll be June 13th as well. But we want you guys to come. If you want to come, yes. If you want to compete with us, that's totally freaking awesome. If you guys want to spectate and watch with us, that's totally awesome.
Do it.
We're gonna make sure that all the details are in our description boxes when we do actually know the final, like, actual event and link and everything you can buy tickets off of. So that is awesome. But I wanted to let you guys know what we're doing.
Like, so thrilled to hear people cheering for us.
Oh my gosh.
Out there, because sometimes at these competitions you see someone go up and like it's kind of silent.
Yeah.
So to have a bunch of BTW people out there would like completely blow my mind.
You guys will see this.
I mean, his bicep blows my mind. So like, you know,
it's gonna be all LP, and it's all.
I wonder if they'll let me say LP. And then it's gonna be obese to beast bicep.
And then everyone's just like panties flying. My panties flying.
It's gonna be a bunch of dudes, but that's fine too.
Yeah, a bunch of dudes' panties. I wanted to let you guys know, because a lot of you guys have left in the comments recently and said, hey, what is this even about? What are you guys doing? We have about 4 months of bulking left, and then we have about 4 months of cutting. Now, it's not exact, but we're gonna figure it out as we go. That's pretty much what we got.
Sounds like a plan. I'm excited. You should go and take your pants off.
Yes. So like I said before, in the earlier part of the week, I was feeling a little bit nauseous, especially in the morning, so it was a little bit hard for me to get fooded. But for this last part of the week, I've been really sticking to routine foods, meaning just like staple meals. I eat this every single time. This is my pre or my post-workout meal, right? And so I have been doing a lot of bean dias, which is literally just a tortilla with refried beans that's toasted on each side, and then you dip it in some ketchup. Been doing that for a pre-workout meal, and then I've been doing my classic lime chipotle thing, so it's like brown rice, black beans, cooked in lime juice with spinach and mushrooms, however much you want to throw in there, a little bit of guac to top it off with, and then a little bit of chipotle Tabasco hot sauce, because you know we got to keep it real and authentic. But those have been my staples. Like, I've had a few other meals that I go to all the time, been doing a lot of spaghetti and whatnot, but that's how I've been kind of like sticking to it. And I always find it so much easier if you just have routine things you do. You just will always complete at least the minimum, and then you can add on to that if you have more ambition. So, like you heard, 4 months left to bulk and then about 4 months to cut and contest prep for this men's physique contest. That means I have about 16 weeks left to bulk, so I have roughly about 5 to 10 pounds more that I want to put on. I'm sitting around 213, 215, something like that right now, so I want to put on at most 10 more pounds. That would be amazing. That would be delicious. 225 pounds. That'd be insane. I don't think that's necessarily going to happen though, so I'm aiming more for something like 5 to 7 pounds in the next 16 weeks, which I think is very, very doable, but I do have to keep on point with my meals and make sure that I'm eating a lot of food. I'm roughly aiming for about 3,400 calories right now, but if I get more, then that's just good, you know what I'm saying? Like some days I'll get more calories in, like maybe I'll get 4,000, 4,200 calories in, and then some days I'll just get the standard 3,400 calories in. So whatever it happens to be, it's all good for me, as long as I'm still able to keep lean and put on muscle mass, you know, put on poundage, put on weight. As far as how I'm feeling about my physique, I feel really good because I'm staying relatively lean. I am getting that little tiny bit of like that little polar bear, you know, extra blanket of fluff on there. So I am starting to lose some of my like crispiness and whatnot in my triceps, you know, at the end where it inserts and whatnot, and the biceps are starting to get a little bit more, you know, full and a little bit more watery and fat and whatnot, but that's okay. Like that's what we're expecting and that's what we're going for. Those last 4 months in the bulk, I always aim to not look my best, you know what I mean? Kind of give myself that little spillover, not try to go excessively over like I used to. I used to have a moon face. I've been 215 before and I'm 215 right now again, but this time I'm much leaner and it's so much better. But yeah, I'm definitely getting that little bit of a bulky fluff to me, but that's okay. In 4 months, we're gonna cut it down and we're gonna get really crispy. But right now, I'm really concentrating on building up my rear delt. It's always been a place I need to bring up. My traps have gotten decent in the last 2 years, so I'm not really worried about them so much. My abs, I do want to work my abs a little bit more and get that lower definition as well as control of the abs, because I'm not very good at posing, so I need to figure that out a little bit more. I need to understand my own like physique a little bit more and how to like position my torso and whatnot. And the last thing I'm working on is my upper chest. That's definitely a weakness because I have a pretty decent, I wouldn't say like a super solid chest, but I have a decent lower chest, but my upper chest game is lacking a little bit. So those are like kind of the little tweak things that I'm trying to concentrate a little bit, keep detail on when I'm working my physique in the gym, just to let you guys know. And finally, the last thing I want to say is thank you to anyone from the POG Army that is watching this video or any of the videos on the channel and subscribed or anything like that, showing support. I really appreciate that. It's so cool that Chris Jones gave me a shout out, and it's really damn cool that my video is going to be up on his channel, on the POG channel, hopefully if he likes it. But I did send him an email last night. I have the video all set up. I think it's really good, and hopefully he does as well, and you guys will see it up on that channel. But I just think it's so cool. It's like a dream come true. It's like mind-blowing because Chris Jones is just like, he's up there, man. He's up there. He's definitely legendary status, so it's so cool. But thank you to anyone who came over or is coming over from POG's channel, from Chris shouting me out and all that. That is so damn cool. Thank you guys so much for showing support. This week I need to really buckle down, make sure that I'm getting my food in. My workouts have been great. I've been really excited about how my workouts are going, but I need to make sure that I'm buckling in on my food and getting it in so that I'm adding that weight on. No matter what's going on with my body, I need to force that food in. But I guess there's only one way to find out what's gonna happen. You guys will have to tune in next week to another episode of Awakening Hercules.